To be back into game week mode today. Before I get started, I want to thank all of Hokie Nation that was in Atlanta Thursday night for the Georgia Tech game. It was an awesome atmosphere, pretty cool on our buses coming into the stadium, seeing all of maroon and orange throughout the streets of Atlanta. And then at one point during the game, I looked up and there was maroon and orange in each corner of the stadium, end zones, behind the benches, lower deck, upper deck. Appreciate everyone coming out to support us on Thursday night. Obviously a lot that we can correct offensively from that game in Atlanta, but anytime you can go on the road on a Thursday night, face the adversity that we faced early in the game, not blink, and then come back and win the football game like we did, we're really proud of the way that we played and the way that we finished that game. Made it interesting, that's for sure, down the stretch, but a lot that we can correct and build up on. Really like the way that Trayvon McMillan played Thursday night. Went back and looked at the video. He did a really great job running the football. He had 10 broken tackles, 50 yards after contact on Thursday night, and did a nice job in protection. Same with Sam Rogers, did a good job running the football and in pass protection both. Like the way those guys continue to get better, and they'll have to be better this weekend, and so will our offense and football team, no question, against North Carolina coming in here. Certainly disappointed that the Game Day for Frank campaign didn't result in game day coming, but want to thank all of Hokie Nation for their efforts in doing that. Big thanks to Pete and everyone in his office that did an amazing job for the last 2 weeks spearheading that campaign. Thanks to Buzz and the basketball staff, Pat Mason and the baseball staff for their roles, and everyone else in the athletic department and throughout Hokie Nation. Disappointed it won't be here, but I know that won't do anything to change the atmosphere that we'll have in Lane Stadium on Saturday, and we'll need it. Obviously, probably the hottest team in America coming in here on Saturday. The way they're scoring points, the amount of playmakers they have on offense is really impressive. Gene Chizik, their defensive coordinator, has come in and done a great job with their defense, along with John Papuchis, their linebackers coach, who was actually a Virginia Tech graduate and a good friend of mine. Those guys have really come in along with the rest of the defensive staff. The players are a lot of the same players from last year defensively, but they look like different guys. They've done a great job coaching, and it's a big challenge. Then obviously, on special teams, we all know about Ryan Switzer, the punt returner, who's a weapon. Took one back on us 2 years ago out here. Fortunately, was called back for a block in the back, but we know how dangerous he is. And not just him, but all of their special teams. You watch them return punts, you watch them return kicks, you watch them cover kicks. They're really, really good. All three phases, they're a complete football team, and we'll need to play really, really well on Saturday. They're doing a great job protecting the football. That was the story of the game last year. I believe we caused a fumble defensively on the third play of the game. Kendall returned an interception for a touchdown later in the game. We'll need to certainly create some turnovers and play really, really well in all three phases on Saturday to win the football game. We know it'll be emotional. Can't wait for Saturday. We need Lane Stadium, I hope, and it can be, to be the loudest it's ever been on Saturday, ever. And we need that to help us win this football game, and hope that our fans will do just that, and really hope that our fans can get here early as well to honor a special group of seniors before the game. Great group. It's faced quite a bit of adversity on and off the field the last few years, but an awesome group that has led the way for this football team that comes to work every day in practice, every game day as well. You know, just guys at my position like J.C. Coleman, who's been up and down the last couple years with his role, but never once has changed his attitude or had a bad attitude, just comes to work every day and has continued being a great leader. And I hope our fans appreciate those guys like we as a staff do and we as a program do. And they deserve an awesome send-off on Saturday, before the game, and hope our guys will be here early to do that. So with that, I'll be glad to answer any questions.